In a night marked by torrential rain and rising panic, the quiet village of Newark Valley in Tioga County, New York, was transformed into a scene of devastation as flash floods swept through the region on Sunday evening. Streets turned into rivers, homes were inundated, and emergency crews scrambled to respond to a disaster that unfolded with alarming speed. The National Weather Service issued a flash flood warning for Tioga and Broome counties at 6:24 p.m., citing rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour and total accumulations between 3 and 4.5 inches. By 7:48 p.m., Governor Kathy Hochul had publicly urged residents to seek shelter and avoid travel, warning that additional rainfall was expected to exacerbate already dangerous conditions. In Newark Valley, the storm's fury was concentrated on key residential and commercial areas. Brook Street and Rock Street bore the brunt of the flooding, with water levels rising so rapidly that residents were forced to evacuate within minutes. Main Street, the village's central artery, suffered structural damage and was rendered impassable by debris and standing water. Local fire departments, including the Glen Aubrey Fire Company and Neptune Hose Company from Dryden, deployed crews overnight to assist with evacuations and road closures. The Broome County Sheriff's Office dispatched multiple units across the southern tier, coordinating with Tioga County officials to manage the crisis. The Newark Valley School District opened its doors as a temporary shelter, offering refuge to displaced families. Meanwhile, churches such as the Owego Church of the Nazarene and McKendree Church in Candor began collecting donations and supplies for those affected. Mayor James Tornatore addressed the public early Monday morning, stating, "This is one of the worst natural disasters our village has faced in recent memory. We are working tirelessly to restore safety and provide support to every resident impacted by this flood." Photos and videos shared by residents captured the surreal transformation of familiar streets. Chamberlain Road was submerged, with water reaching halfway up parked vehicles. At the intersection of Newark Valley Main Road and Rock Street, floodwaters surged through yards and storefronts, leaving behind a trail of mud and debris. One particularly harrowing image showed Davis Hollow Road completely overtaken by water, with a lone streetlight casting a dim glow over the flooded landscape. Route 38, a major thoroughfare, was closed for hours as emergency crews worked to clear debris and assess damage near the Shuffine grocery store. For many residents, the flood was more than a weather event. It was a personal catastrophe. Families reported losing furniture, appliances, and cherished belongings to the rising waters. Basements were filled with muddy runoff, and several homes experienced structural damage that will require extensive repairs. "I've lived here for 30 years and never seen anything like this," said Chris Zenz, a local resident whose property on Davis Hollow Road was severely affected. "The water came so fast, we barely had time to grab our pets and get out." Others echoed similar sentiments, describing the flood as unprecedented and terrifying. Despite the chaos, many praised the swift response of emergency crews and the generosity of neighbors who offered shelter and supplies. By Monday morning, crews had begun the arduous task of clearing debris and restoring access to key roads. Brook Street and Rock Street remained closed as workers assessed damage to the pavement and drainage systems. Volunteers joined municipal teams to help pump water from basements and distribute bottled water and food. The southern tier is expected to receive $21 million in flood mitigation upgrades over the coming months, a plan that was already in motion before the storm but now takes on renewed urgency. Officials are reviewing infrastructure vulnerabilities and considering additional stormwater management systems to prevent future disasters. Meteorologists noted that the storm was part of a larger system affecting the mid-Atlantic region, with similar flash flood warnings issued in Washington, D.C. and surrounding cities. The intensity and speed of the rainfall raised concerns about changing climate patterns and the increasing frequency of extreme weather events.
That was our bridge.
This kind of flash flooding used to be rare in upstate New York, said Darren Reynolds, a meteorologist with ABC News. But we're seeing more of these high-intensity storms, and communities need to be prepared for rapid onset disasters. A vehicle was stuck in high water in Chesterfield County on Sunday afternoon following severe flash flooding across central Virginia. On Sunday, July 13th, passengers were able to get out of the vehicle stuck in high water at where Bottom Spring Road before crews from Chesterfield Fire and EMS arrived. Severe flash flooding resulted in 2 to 3 inches of rain across the Richmond area. According to a spokesperson with Chesterfield Fire and EMS, this area is prone to flooding during heavy rain. The spokesperson added that there are signs posted warning people that it floods in the area. A Chesterfield County roadway is closed on Saturday following severe flash flooding throughout the metro Richmond area. Severe thunderstorm warnings and flash flooding alerts led to extreme rainfall across the Richmond area on Saturday, July 12th. Chesterfield Fire and EMS announced that Arch Road at Redbridge Road was closed at around 3:20 p.m. Sunday. The road will remain blocked off to everyone except residents in the area, pending inspection from the Virginia Department of Health, crews. DOT will also bring new rocks in to help aid with the flooding, according to Chesterfield service aid crews at the scene. The creek has risen and flooded the road, a spokesperson with Chesterfield Fire and EMS said. Firefighters are on scene checking nearby homes to make sure everyone is safe. 8 News spoke with residents who said it floods like this all the time in the area. However, they haven't seen floodwaters like this in years. This is the second time this year Arch Road has been backed up, homeowner Nick Clinch said. Clinch said his garage flooded in 2020. However, the spokesperson with Chesterfield Fire and EMS added, they did not have to rescue anyone. Authorities are urging residents to avoid the area. The National Weather Service in Baltimore/Washington, D.C. has issued a flood watch in effect from 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this Monday afternoon through the evening, warning of possible flash flooding due to excessive rainfall. Areas that may be affected include the District of Columbia, parts of Maryland, Virginia, and the Panhandle of West Virginia. Residents and travelers through these regions should anticipate heavy showers and thunderstorms, with rainfall rates possibly reaching up to 2 inches per hour. The detailed forecast anticipates a busy week of weather ahead, with chances of showers and thunderstorms nearly every day.
Not trying to swell on your side.
The likelihood of precipitation varies from 30% to 70% through the week, with potential for new rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 3/4 of an inch. Humidity remains high, hovering around 90%, adding to muggy conditions amid the storms. As per the National Weather Service, excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Flooding may occur in poor drainage and urban areas. These conditions underscore the necessity for timely precautionary measures, including adjustments to travel plans and securing property in vulnerable areas. Beyond the immediate flood risks, the outlook also advises of possible severe thunderstorms that could bring damaging wind gusts.
Do you hear that?
While spotter activation is not expected at this time, the situation warrants close observation by local authorities and residents. The cumulative effect of the weak storms poses concerns for urban drainage systems, which may struggle to manage the predicted volume of rainwater. Onlookers and those with outdoor plans are encouraged to stay updated on weather conditions and heat advisories. The National Weather Service also recommends visiting their website for flood safety and preparedness information. Vigilance and preparedness are urged for those within the outlined regions during this expectation of inclement weather.